Hey, sports porchers, it's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Ottawa Senators. Well, tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins win streak comes to an end with a 3-2 loss versus the Ottawa Senators here in Pittsburgh. Honestly, it's a game the Penguins should have gotten blown out, but Arthur Sheloff just looked great tonight. Had a really nice game, just kept them in it the whole time. Penguins did get the first goal. Chinnikov still red hot, absolutely red hot. Gets the first goal, so they're up 1-0 in the end of the first, and then just into the second period, Amadio scores a goal. It was coming. They were going to get a goal. That's just the way. That's just the way it works. But they kept them off. Other than that, Sheloff was just absolutely phenomenal. Penguins not getting a lot of shots. And really, the reason they didn't get shots tonight was because Ottawa controlled the puck for the most part. When you don't have the puck, you can't shoot it and you can't score. So it's really a simple game when it comes down to that. Ottawa's speed was definitely on showcase tonight here in Pittsburgh. I thought their speed tonight was the difference. They are just absolutely relentless, 100% just relentless in both zones, especially on the penalty kill. Pittsburgh only had one power play tonight to Ottawa's five. I don't know about that. I think maybe that really tells you a little bit about their speed. Pittsburgh a little bit behind, or they're hooking a little bit, they're cross checking to try and slow them down, and that's going to get the arm raised by the ref every time. That being said, they're tied going into the third, and for some reason, Eric Carlson decides to make a change on the bench when the puck's coming right to him, and Patherson on a breakaway, Sheloff with an awesome save, but Stutzel's right there. That guy's got great speed, man. I would love to have him on my team. Ottawa, you got to be thrilled that you have him on your team. Just a great all-around player, just a great playmaker. And now it's time to talk about that third goal. I know everybody wants to probably talk about it. It's true, Derpy. Good to see you here again. You can't win them all. Can't be mad about the streak. 6 games in a row. Eventually, you're going to lose one. That's absolutely true. And it seems like the Senators are happy to give us that loss every time. They just really have our number lately. Linus Ullmark has never lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was 7-0 coming into this game. He's 8-0 now. I don't know how that happens. Sooner or later, that's got to change. That tide's got to turn. But let's talk about that third goal. First of all, Carlson absolutely pulled him down. Yeah, did he fall forward when he knew when he tripped him, or did the trip push him into the goalie? Only Claude Giroux knows that. Giroux kills us every freaking time. Interesting to see he just tied Ovi for most amount of points against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Not surprised by that statistic at all. He has just been a Penguins killer even since his early days with Philadelphia Flyers, back when the Flyers were pretty good. I did forget to mention that, Tommy Novak did tie it up before we get to that third goal. You know me, I love Tommy Novak. The guy just is everywhere. He's in the blue paint today, getting the goal. Just Shea with the shooting the puck. I just love it. I love the fact that they had it tied up. Looked like they were doing pretty good to at least gain a point. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I wanted to say Pens beat Sens. I guess it's not true. Thanks. I'll change that. I'll change that title. Thanks, Chris Chata. Yeah. Pens lose to Sens. That's what it should say. Anyway, let's get to this third goal. So he's tripped up. Puck goes in the net. There's no way the puck goes in the net if Giroux doesn't go into his leg. Let's just clearly say that. But man, this idea that if you get pushed into the goalie, it doesn't matter what happens to the goalie after that. You could punch him in the nuts. You could rip his helmet off. If the puck goes into the net, the puck goes into the net. I mean, I guess just that's the way it is. If I was Muse, I would have challenged it. Absolutely. Definitely would have challenged it. And that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. So they get the goal. Penguins pull the goalie. Couldn't get some magic going there. They have gotten the pulled goalie goal before, but not tonight. Senators too quick at getting to the puck. Good at packing it down there at the end. And Olmark made a couple saves to preserve the win. Hey, Senators are on their own little streak. They've beaten a lot of good teams too, including the Avalanche in their streak. So they got a 4-game win streak going. They got a lot of ground to make up. So they're probably a little bit more hungry than us. Didn't have rust out there. Not an excuse, just the reality of what happened tonight. But I think it's okay that Muse challenged that. I think you got to do it. And really, that's it. Pittsburgh penalty kill was 5 for 5, 0 for 1 on the power play. Pittsburgh Penguins are now 28-25 on the season with 67 points. Look, we're still second. New York Islanders did lose tonight. I hate to play that what did the other team do yet. It's still way too early to be doing that crap. But the fact that the Pittsburgh Penguins have to play 3 games in 4 days right before the break, and, they got one coming up tomorrow and one coming up on Thursday. Let's hope we can get at least 2 points out of these next 2 games. I'd be good with that. Go into the break, second or third in the Metro. I don't think anybody thought that would be happening at this point. Muse has got some Dubas has got some sitting down to do with Gino, try and hammer out that contract. And that's really it, I am out of here. Hey, one thing I forgot to do, I got to do it. I got to do it. It's my commercial. I'm the Hockey Jesus. I'm here after every single Pittsburgh Penguins game. I am promising you I will be here after tomorrow night's game. Really looking forward to seeing how they play against the Islanders. They got a hot goalie. Could be a low-scoring game tomorrow night. But we'll be here to watch it. So I hope you will be too. And until then, enjoy your hockey, and I'll see you in the next one.